Arc 20, Farewells, is the final arc in the Tales of Steel segment of Harbinger, and follows the hunters, Puddles, Sierra, and Jericho. The aforementioned mercenaries were driven out of the city of Apentalis from one fight into another in Arcs 1, 4, 7, and 11, as they investigated a sprawling conspiracy involving clockwork doppelgangers, genetically engineered rats, and demons known as Harbingers. Like the name of the show, Harbinger. It's the name of the show, guys. These evil forces possessed mind and reality-altering signals that forced everyone to forget Puddles and Sierra, including Jericho. Puddles and Sierra uncovered the origin of this conspiracy on their own in the ruins of Copperville. There, they also procured a massive rod of null steel that could restore a person's memories if they were removed. And they were present for the rise of a massive god of molten metal and machinery known as the Colossus. With most of their questions answered, and armed with a powerful new weapon, Puddles and Sierra set a course to reconvene with their friends. But while all of that was happening, Jericho was off on her own adventures.
Jericho Galena. Did you jump ship?
What do you mean?
Did you jump ship and, try to go over Apentalis? Because right now you don't have any longboats, because we've already established both of them are gone.
Are they?
Yeah.
I would have made
Actually,
both.
no. Not
I
both.
don't...
There was only one. And it was taken.
By who?
Wade. And he never brought it back.
Oh.
So yeah, there is no longboat. So you would just have to wait until you make port again to get off the ship.
I'd have to wait, yeah.
So where did Georges end up going?
Right.
And this is like ages ago. This is a week ago. So it could be anywhere.
I was gonna go right to when they pick up Regalia and Mary.
Well, here's the thing. She learns
Oh right, yeah. Do you want to just get off?
She would have left days before that even happened.
Right. Yeah. You just want to leave?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay.
Where am I right now? Because I'm on. I thought I was at Georges.
Yeah. So let me think. Where would they make a dock? Probably.
So.
Oh, because it's so long ago. They're in an air dock outside Hades.
Okay.
Outside, and I mean outside Hades, as in they're in a nomad camp.
Sure. I will say they have the last we saw Jericho, we were up north near the Priceley estate.
So they just sort of traveled a little south and then stopped and made dock.
I would have waited for the next airship to.
So
there's no airships going to Apentalis because it's fell. It's not a city anymore, right?
I mean, it's still. This is long ago that. This is long enough ago. This is like a week or two. How many days exactly?
I'll pull it. All right. So this is where Puddles and Sierra we last saw them.
So we are.
This is where.
So 3 days and nights ago.
Yeah. So 3 days.
Yeah. So you just immediately get off.
Yeah.
Clip that.
Yeah.
So
Jericho isn't the kind of woman to wait around.
Are you just waiting around for another transport?
Yeah, whatever will go to Apentalis the quickest.
Well, yeah, no one's really going that direction, to be fair. There are some people going to a water pipeline that's sort of that direction.
That's what I'm doing then.
But they're not going to
Also,
Apentalis.
presumably you want to find a place to drop off the kids before you go, right?
You're not just leaving them on the boat, right?
That's for real. You're right.
Or I was going to say, alternatively, you're not going to bring them with you, right?
No, you did say, I'm not with the kids.
I forgot that I have to be adult in this situation for 2 young teenagers. Hold on.
Yeah, that sure is very
Sure is a
Jericho
part of my character. It's been a while. Alright, so...
Yeah, you haven't played
to the outside of Hades in a nomad camp.
That was just their first stop.
Is there a hotel?
You could just stay in Hades, yeah.
Yeah, if there's like a... Austin knows, but Jericho wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't think Hades is populated.
She doesn't know that. Nobody knows that.
She will when she lands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so if it's not up north, then probably.
Oh, okay, you're going
I like to
north.
Travel up north, and then maybe, rent a place
to be fair,
stay at for a week.
Okay.
And then see if for my current expedition, see if I can
do you have an Imperial ID?
Yeah.
You have citizenship.
Yeah.
Probably
Really?
maybe a fake one, but like, because I remember
I definitely can get into the north.
the first arc that Jericho showed up. I remember something about a fake ID that she had. So like, it would make sense
You do?
that she would
Alright.
have one for the Empire.
Do you ship your daughter up north in to live in a hotel? Because that's never been bad for anyone who's tried that before.
Don't say it like that.
Specifically relating to Ute as well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I want to
very,
be somewhere
very
place safe beyond the border in the north, because it's generally a pretty stable region to be in.
Enlist her in the military.
No.
Oh yeah,
Send her to
send
the
her to the
barracks.
same military school that Pierre went.
Do you just try to put her in a...
Abby is
Hold on.
fascinating.
Hold on. Send her to a monastery.
A monastery,
Make her a
bro?
nun?
All right.
They send her to the fucking Skylark moth.
It could be a monastery.
The fucking
Is a monastery typically known as like a peaceful, generally well-rounded, protected
Oh, yeah.
place that
Yeah.
offer like plenty of
specifically
community
protected
activities?
by the government as well.
Okay, so that seems safe. It also seems like a peaceful place to be. Give Theo
Oh,
a break.
she's gonna get sent to the Larkmoth rest house.
Yeah, I'll send them both there.
Just
that-
for some fun behind the scenes character.
Theo and Elmira can chill out for a couple.
Yeah,
of
they're
days.
just
Get-
as we're like explaining it,
get a
Theo
break.
is just going along with Elmira. She's
Yeah.
just gonna do that.
She has no objections.
You're gonna get sent to live with the nuns for a little bit.
The
So-
nuns.
What do? You are without any
Door.
assets.
I want to.
Oh, she got hatchets.
You know when like you take the train to like you take the train then you take the bus, like you'll just hop transportation methods. That's what I want to do.
I'll tell you this: there is no
If
below
I-
the border public transportation right now. It would all have to be private.
Really? Okay.
You would have to hitch
I'd have
rides.
to, then I'd have to find. I'd have to hitch rides or find something or hire or rent.
Or like,
a
let's be
vehicle.
honest, Jericho is like
Would
sneaky as
hijack,
fuck.
yeah.
She could just like hide somewhere.
Either stow away or hijack something.
Yeah, whatever
Probably.
method
I
works
don't know.
best.
But yeah, I will say there is a crew heading out to do water pipe maintenance. A bunch of Dune Lordy.
Looks like I'm traveling with the pipe men.
So yeah, you're gonna do. What's your how do you get on that?
Get on that. I wait for dinner break.
You sneak aboard.
I sneak aboard.
Time
I
to
wait,
start doing rolls.
I wait
Real early in the fucking episode.
What happened? Don't I have insta stealth?
Yeah, I got some bad news
Oh
for you,
fuck,
Seth.
you do. Yeah, that is just your thing.
I got some bad news,
That's
buddy.
that is your
Actually,
thing you do.
you greenlit something a couple months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on it. It's just a big, it's a trawler. It's a caravan trawler, which means it's like a dune crawler,
Okay.
but there's like 9 segments. So it's basically just a big train on
It's a
tracks.
trolley and then a
No, actually,
dune
like
crawler.
trawler because
train.
trawl. That's a thing.
To trawl.
Yes.
English
Trolley?
verb. Okay.
Yes. To trawl is to. It's like people who scrape the bottom of lakes. All right. Not in the right headset for Jericho right now.
I am not.
Wait, hold on. Wait. All right, now you're good.
Jump
Wait,
scare.
what did that
POV.
succeed?
What did that accomplish?
I don't know. I guess.
Now you're constantly waiting for it.
I don't know why you're adamant that you could hack my brain, and it's honestly 50-50. You always perfect your crap. Anyways, sneak aboard. Probably find some like place in like the maintenance pipeline.
So
Do ninja shit.
yeah, you're just below decks.
Yeah, I just think I can get in, stow away, and then be fine.
So you're just below decks. I'll tell you this, takes a day.
Yeah, it's not
So,
gonna be very comfortable.
Burn a day off the clock there.
I mean, not even that. Probably the time it took to
Oh yeah, go
travel
north.
down, set everyone up in a hotel, then get in the thing. Also, keep in mind too that like this is us leaving Copperville.
Right, yeah, day and night.
They're gonna continue going there. So
and then like I say this, you actually come to a stop.
Yeah.
All the sections lock up,
Okay.
and you hear people start to dismount and get off.
I will wait a few minutes and then poke my head out and see what's going on.
Want to roll for some perception, my boy?
I would love to.
perception boil.
Roll for some
Nicholas,
perception,
would you mind
boy.
rolling for me?
Oh wow, you sure don't have anything to that.
You don't.
I chose investigation instead of perception.
Wah,
Wow.
wah.
All right.
Flat 1. You get a 12.
Oh, 12. Yeah. Only the reserve crew are on board yet.
Reserve. All right.
So it's the maintenance guys.
Okay, so maintenance guys probably went down beneath the ship to do maintenance.
Yeah.
So,
So they're coming below.
I'm
actually,
gonna try to slip out between line of sight and get my way out of here.
Given your skill set, you can do that.
Here, you know, I can put on sneaky music if you want.
No, like he just does it. It doesn't take a lot.
3 seconds of sneaky music.
You're gonna put it on, and we're immediately gonna change set.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
listening to
you're-
the video right now, normal music, dun 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 dun, and then normal music again.
Yeah, no, you get upstairs and you're out the side hatch of you
Can I-
realize that you stowed onto one of the back reserve sections. So this is actually a spare engine car.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're
Can I
outside.
see Ape and Talos from here?
You can't, technically.
Okay, and is there...
It's in the far distance.
Okay, so I bought them travel time. I guess, okay, I'm not going to worry about time constraints then.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about, like, walking to Ape and Talos.
No.
Okay.
Unless you packed yourself for a fucking journey.
I would have, well, before I got on this crawler, I would
No,
have, like,
you would have
planned
to-
it out.
The
I think
amount
what-
of stuff you would need to make the trip from this distance would not have enabled you to do sneaky shit.
I think a more actionable plan would be to buy a ripsaw or some sort of vehicle and then drive
We're in
your
the
way
middle
out.
of nowhere, though.
You get out of the vehicle,
Okay.
and you are at a water processing plant.
Okay.
This is a giant, well, not giant, this is a medium-sized installation in the middle of the desert that works by drawing water up from the ground. It's just a big well, basically. It's pumping water out of the desert in the deep down. There's a giant cistern.
Well, I'm going
It's
to
pumped
look.
out
Well,
towards-
now I need to look. Since I'm still a fair decent bit away from Ape's house, I need to look if there's any transportation to buy from here. There's also
There are service vehicles.
okay.
You're also not supposed to be here, so
Let's get a service vehicle and have them cry about it later.
you're gonna try stealing one.
Try stealing one, yeah.
All right. It is the night. You get out and you Solid Snake your way over to one of them, and pretty much everyone has disembarked. They're getting cargo off. There's parts. The trawler you were on was just carrying a bunch of mechanical parts. It seems they've had a ton of trouble with keeping their stuff working.
Really?
Yeah, you heard them pretty much the entire time bitching and moaning about trying to keep the equipment running because it just breaks constantly these days. And like just almost spontaneous mechanical failure.
That's terrible.
Like of note.
Anyways,
You are sneaking along. Yeah, there is a service vehicle there. You open it up. You get into the driver's seat. No key.
no key. Can
You
I hotwire?
you
Is that a-
search.
Is that a
search
moving
down.
thing?
She is
Is
kind
there
of
a-
a wired.
Is there a
Specifically-
backup key?
Not these vehicles because these don't work with electric current.
Rip.
They aren't electronically started. They're all mechanical.
Is
So
there a
unless you know how to speak Forge,
No.
you can't jumpstart this thing.
Can I roll luck for a spare key underneath the seat or something?
Okay.
You get a flat +1 to
Okay.
this because you
Yet
have
again.
fate.
Yet again, I want to state how luck works. If you roll good,
Good
then
things
you get
happen.
the thing. If you roll bad, something adverse happens to you.
Yes.
So you're
Hold
going
on.
high,
No, wait,
high,
wait,
low.
wait, I didn't think about this.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Like,
It's high. Never
you
mind.
said there were service vehicles. It's my only way out of this plant, or I take the crawler back.
You haven't investigated yet, but like
Can
you
I
got
inve-
out, you saw service vehicles.
Can I investigate to see if there's other transportation methods now that I know I
I
can
will start
operate
make
this?
you. I will make you start to roll if you do that.
Okay, I will roll.
Okay.
What
yeah.
are we rolling?
Roll to remain hidden.
God, I'm putting on the sneaky music.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you would do this. You
Okay.
can roll
Water
luck.
facility. It's like you have like your break room. You also have like
No, this is a big construction. This isn't really a building. This is a site.
okay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll
What I'm
stealth.
trying to look for is if there's backup keys for workers who lost their key.
You could look for the key that matches this car.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Let's say
You got a 21.
Yeah.
For stealth.
Yeah. remains in.
I'm looking for anything that's somewhat electronic that I can actually take and go away with.
Huh?
And like an electric car, something I can hotwire at least.
You're looking for another vehicle?
Looking for another vehicle or someone who's heading towards a service vehicle. Then I might be able to...
I was about to say, like, there are service vehicles here. There's people who drive them. The people
Yeah.
who drive them have the keys.
Also, not to be Mr. Actually, but like, for the record, electricity isn't really a thing in this world.
There aren't electric cars in this.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. There is, on a helipad, an emergency fly hop.
Subtle.
Like,
Looks...
okay, this is like a 10-year-old...
Oh, 10 years old?
A 10-year-old, like, fly... So a fly hop is basically just... Imagine a griffin, but it fits 2 people. It's got 4 big dragonfly wings. It's just it's like an ornithopter from Dune, except small. So this is like an emergency vehicle for getting people to like a hospital if they need to. So do you know how to fly?
No, I want to wait around for someone to hop into the service vehicle.
Okay, so you're just gonna wait.
Oh, that's
until
smart.
someone... Yeah, you roll for that.
Roll
for laying in wait.
Remain hidden.
So is that
She
more
already
stealth?
stayed
Yes.
All right.
Roll for stand.
If you roll good on this, I'll give you like a forward on your action.
You got a 24.
Yes. So I'll tell you this. It takes a couple hours.
Does it really?
Yeah, it takes a couple hours, but eventually
Part of the
someone rounds the corner. You hear them muttering something in Dunish about their jacket.
How many people?
It's one guy.
About their jacket?
He's about his jacket. And he's like opening up like a car and like looking inside.
Misfortune favors you.
Yup. It is his unlucky day.
I choke him out. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you put him in a rear naked.
Yeah, and I lie him against the other service vehicle.
All right. Here we go.
I was gonna say I was gonna give him a forward to that. So
You want to give him a flat bonus because his unarmed is max.
I'll give you a +2 because you rolled good on your stealth.
Is knocking someone out like discreetly a thing, or is it just someone? Okay, no.
Well, okay. So in real life, if someone goes unconscious, they'll wake up near immediately. But if you choke someone out really well and lay them down very carefully, there's a good chance they'll stay asleep. What did he roll?
18.
Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just rise up behind this guy. You put him in a choke. You take his knee out. You drag him over, and you very carefully lay him down. He is decently asleep. You wrap his shirt around his head.
Yeah, I'm immune.
So yeah, you search him.
And then I search him. I grab a key. I'm heading out.
Yeah, he has the key on him.
What service vehicle? What is it?
This is sort of a like stock ripsaw. I've described it as it's literally just a Jeep on tank treads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn it on and it takes.
And I drive away.
Yeah, you tear off into the desert and you get sort of like over the internet like. Hey, where you going, man? Your break isn't until another 2 hours, man. Come on. We gotta get this done, man.
Can I mute the radio?
You just want to turn it off?
Yeah. If it was like Milo, I would have said something, but it's not.
Yeah, you can look in your rear view and see that dude like standing up and trying to get the shirt off his head.
He like tries to figure it out. He hits into another car.
And he's out cold again.
Yeah.
Severely concussed.
Misfortune.
You have been driving all night.
Yeah.
I want to roll for endurance real quick, just to see where your sort of mental state is. Hold on. Do you want to? If you can reason using any of the skills you have to increase that roll, I will take it.
I did already roll.
Well, if we add anything to it.
What'd you say?
No, you've got nothing.
Attentiveness.
Okay, she does have attentiveness.
All right. If you want.
That is basically what I'm asking for. Is like how awake are you?
That's a slutty 20.
Yes. Okay.
Got him.
So you have kept because you've been awake for like a day and almost a half now. So.
Okay.
So I'm just sort of like using that roll to that 20. You have to make you re-roll this over and over. You are approaching the outer limits of the city. You actually, the main train line out comes into view.
Okay.
Yeah, remember that big train where you got introduced to the series?
Yeah.
You Austin, not you Jericho.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, wasn't my first episode of like the train a couple miles outside Apentalis by the quarry?
Your first episode.
So that's why. Okay, so I'm not at Apentalis yet.
You're still outside of it. You have
Okay.
you have, if you could gauge by distance, maybe 2 or 3 miles. It's flat out here.
Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna just keep.
Yeah, the hills have stopped and the sand has sort of fallen away, and it's now that sort of packed gray dust around Apentalis.
Could continue zooming.
You are being hailed on the short band.
Short band.
Yeah.
I'll turn it on.
Unidentified transport. Identify yourself.
And due to just what could this possibly be? Is it Apentalis City Defense?
It's short band, so it has to be someone within like a mile of you.
Within a mile, and if it's like 2 or 3 miles out, that's probably in the quarry, right?
This is on the train line.
What is it?
I'm just saying, like, she's driving beside the tracks.
Sure.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, those tracks go up though at a certain point, right? Like they.
Yeah. So she's on the ground and she's looking up at the tracks beside her. So it's really cool. You're watching these giant pillars go
That's
past.
fun.
But yeah, you get that.
All right. Just heading towards Apentalis. Nothing to see here. Can I ask who this
Negative.
is?
Turn around. Proceed out.
See out? No, I'm just continue forward.
Unidentified transport. Turn around immediately.
They didn't identify themselves, so I'm calling cab. I'm gonna.
Unidentified transport. Turn around or face lethal force.
Oh, turn around, I guess, and try to assess the situation.
So
from
you
distance.
brake slide and you stop.
Yeah.
You wanna pull some attentiveness.
Yeah.
That is an 11.
You stopped and you heard something keep going for a little bit, and it was sort of in the direction of the train tracks.
Okay.
Did you like above her?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to rotate.
Do you want to look up?
Yeah. Sure. I perceive the world around me. Understand what
roll for
where my
roll for
threat
flat
could-
perception.
where the threat could be coming from.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. You could tell the sound was coming from the tracks, but you look up and you can't see anything.
I'm gonna start driving away from the trucks. Not going closer to the city, but kind of just.
You're driving.
South.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
She was driving.
'Cause I assume she was going from east to west to Apentalis, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you would be driving south.
Yes.
Okay.
You were driving away from. There's a word for that. What is
Parallel.
it? No, parallel is driving. It's not parallel. It's the opposite of parallel.
Parallel to Apentalis.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Yes, you were driving perpendicular to the tracks. So you do that?
Yeah.
Perpendicular. I hardly know her.
I kind of like that one. Yeah, you're doing that, and you are not hailed.
Okay. I'm gonna try to lose sight of the train tracks, and then
They're tall, and you would be getting real far away from Apentalis.
I'm trying to like circle. Apentalis is here. I'm trying to just circle it.
Yeah.
Away from whatever I perceive the threat to be.
You were still kind of far out, so like, you
No.
get far enough away from the tracks and start driving right towards it.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I want.
Yeah. You drive in silence for about 20 minutes, and then you start to be hailed again.
Turn on.
Unidentified transport. Identify yourself.
Just let me in.
Negative. Turn around immediately.
I'm just going. It's not like I'm just
Unidentified transport. Turn around and face lethal force.
time to roll. I'm still going.
You shift into fifth.
Yeah.
Unidentified transport. This is your last warning.
Turn it off.
Oh, okay. Roll for, use attentiveness. It's D6.
That's a 13.
You're driving, and again, you drive in sort of in relative silence. You're getting decently close. Most of the city is in view now. The city's in full view, but you can kind of make out the finer details, the air docks surrounding it, and you see in the distance, very, very briefly, you see like a real tiny, probably like the head of a pen, like a flash, like a.
Uh-oh.
Artillery time. Yeah. Whatever.
And you hear.
Okay.
What's your
I'll
move?
pull around. I'll actually. Okay.
Like, what maneuver do you do?
Can I? What's it called? Fishtail? Hooktail? What's the one where
You
you
wanna
drive
swerve?
forward and then you like throw the back of your car out and then start reversing?
Yes.
I like this situation.
Yeah, you
I wanna
want to
find-
brake slide into.
I'll hit the quarry, get out of the car, and then see if my person counts as unidentified object. I want to try to walk to the city.
So yeah, you pull a brake and start driving.
Yeah, I'll drive behind and have them lose line of sight.
Yeah.
Wherever I see the flash to be.
And yes, an artillery shell hits a couple feet away from your sort of direction of entry.
Okay.
And yeah, it shakes the sand.
That's
Sends up a
fun.
big cloud of it. And you start driving in a different direction now.
I want to go. I'm gonna back up and get out to the point where like I don't think they can see me, and then hide the car behind that, so that I basically want them to question whether I've left or not.
So
And
you're
I just
driving away.
Yes, and I want to get out of my car and start walking there since I'm only a few miles out. It's gonna be a little while though.
Okay, yeah, you drive away, and there are a couple more.
Mm.
They aren't really in line with you, but they're close enough that it shakes the vehicle.
That's how it is around here.
So you stop in the desert and you get out.
Yeah, they have a way of detecting my vehicle, so I'm just gonna leave it and see if I can sneak into a city.
So you are just walking.
That's the plan.
It is cold. That is the first thing you notice.
Yeah.
It's always cold out here near Apentalis. It's close enough to the northern border, and the cloud cover is always pretty strong out here. The dust doesn't retain any heat.
Yeah.
You start walking.
Weather myself.
Are you
start walking.
close to the railroad track?
Whichever way is more discreet. So I'd just like to stay away from the railroad track since people.
So you're just
people will be looking at that.
you're just whole hogging it right through the waist.
Yeah. I'm trying to back my way through.
Yeah, what do you have on you? That's a good question.
I would have enough not to like weigh me down, but like I might have like you would call it some rations and just general equipment that I would
Your
want.
gear.
And then have some like a sand. I would have prepared to walk.
Okay. And you walk. What time does Jericho make in a mile?
That feels like an endure roll.
Yeah.
Her athletics, she can run it.
Wait, does she have any athletics?
Nope. Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Nope. She gets a 16.
It takes you about 4 hours.
Okay.
But you are approaching the edge of the city.
For-
South. Start to hear some rumbles.
Okay.
But you are at the edge of the city. It is really cold down here.
Is
You're in the
there-
shadow of the city where sun...
Rats already happened, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for signs of life.
Down here in the shadow, in the true underbelly, level 1, there pretty much nothing lives down here.
Okay.
There were rumors that Jeremiah had a safe house down here, but those were never confirmed to you.
I mean, would she not have known?
Did anyone tell her?
I don't know. She worked for him.
I'm looking for Jeremiah's. I don't know if I would know that. I was stationed in Apentalis for a lot of it. That's
Yeah.
where I grew up. And so if I was working for Jeremiah, I don't know if I reached a certain level where I would know where the secret hideout, if it exists or it doesn't exist.
He was said to have had one down there. You just never saw it.
I'm going to look for it. And use investigation.
Yes, that is what investigation is good for. She is. I think that's a 6.
It's a D6 plus 1.
Yeah, you got a 13.
That's what +1 means.
Okay.
13.
13. All right. Yes, you walk, It is legitimately starting to get actually cold.
Yeah, just for reference, this is an Arc 1 location. Puddles and Sierra were warned they would take damage if they didn't stay inside Sierra's suit.
So yeah, like immediately breath fogging, the ground, the dust beneath you cracks when you walk over it.
It's cold.
It is cold and it is dark.
Okay.
You brought a light source?
Yeah, cold and dark is something I'm entirely foreign to.
Yeah, no one goes down here.
Okay.
But with a 13, you can actually see it off in the distance.
How, judging by like how I'm feeling, how much time does it feel like I have to look down here?
It's gonna get worse the longer you're out here.
Though, to be fair, if you do make it, you might be able to, like,
Yeah.
get some shelter.
You couldn't last long out here just in your clothes.
I'm gonna
I'll say
look
that.
for a way up to this first floor. Are we on floor 0 or floor number 1?
1 is the ground.
Okay.
One got dropped.
I'll look for something for floor 2. I'll look a way to get up to floor 2 from here, right? Or is that not a thing?
Big, dark, empty.
That's not really a thing. If there was an elevator, it's not here anymore.
Yep, the elevator's not here anymore. Pretty much the only thing you can see is that big building in the distance.
Now I have to bank on that.
Yes.
Since I'm sort of not. Can't find
Oh,
a way out of here.
yeah, as I mentioned before, there's a big dome around it that is cracked.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I can get in there.
Yeah, no, you walk. It is actually getting kind of hard to walk. By the time you get to the edge of it, you cannot feel your lower limbs. It got so cold so fast.
That sucks.
But you breach sort of the outside and immediately roll for attentiveness.
Thanks for rolling for attentive, Nick.
18.
18. Immediately, you are aware that a battle took place here. And it was a large, and it was fierce, and it was over very quickly.
Over very quickly?
There are signs of overwhelming numbers, and the resistance that took place here was not well-founded. It looks like this place was invaded and routed extremely fast.
Can I get an investigation roll to determine time frame?
Okay.
Is this from like
How?
Is this from a war that happened 8-ish years ago?
Investigation, I like that. Or
Or-
determining time of...
Use a big strong brain. 14.
God, you've been rolling fucking bonkers this whole... I don't think you've gone under 10.
Well, it's just because you've been consistently
9.
rolling skills that you have.
Yeah.
I can give you an exact number of days, actually.
Hold on. Using investigation, I'll tell you this. Dust has settled over things, but nothing has sunk into the ground.
Yeah.
Determining by the amount of dust settled on objects and the sort of like freshness of the damage on the buildings, this is maybe a month old.
So this isn't rats. Could it be rats? Was the rats a month ago?
I'm telling you, that is your time frame. Maybe a month is the oldest it could be.
Okay. When did rats happen?
Like a week, 2. Rats.
There
Big
have been
rats.
multiple instances of rats.
The rats where we all had to leave.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or hold on. Yeah, 2
Roughly.
weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So I'm saying this is not older than 2 months.
Okay. Nothing looks fresh.
It's not older than 1 month. Yeah.
No.
Nothing. It's not fresh. This is certainly abandoned.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make my way inside so I can.
Yeah. There's a larger interior building. You go into the building.
Yeah. Find my way in. Whatever.
It is musty, but it is also insulated. So you are warm for the first time in about 30 minutes.
Victory.
And yeah, it is noticeable, the difference in temperature. And yet again, it looks, as you go inside, there are bodies in here. And because it's so cold, they haven't really begun to decompose.
Who are they?
Do you want to just turn one over?
I want to
They're wearing
investigate one. Yeah.
They're wearing giant, weird masks that aren't the shape of human heads.
Weird. Okay, so this might be like a mutant thing.
Do you take a mask off?
Yeah.
It is a rat.
A rat.
There are rats in gear. They are wearing
Gear, huh?
they are
All
wearing masks. They have weapons. They're big too. These are large rats.
A month ago. Okay, so now
You're a large rat.
You said there was
I am.
multiple instances of rats in Apentalis. So over
Yeah.
one of them, there
You
was.
don't know about that. He's referring to this.
Yeah.
Also another thing, right?
I remember I had to leave at one point. I also know that as Jericho, I had to go up to discover that there were rats before the rat situation happened.
I'm trying to think if Puddles would have actually divulged this information, but I suppose there's no reason why he wouldn't have if we were... In Arc 7, we were trying to work together to investigate Jeremiah, so I don't know why he wouldn't mention that, like, yeah, when he and Sierra killed Jeremy Gray, they came down here, and they fought a bunch of rats, and then they escaped.
They killed Jeremy with an elevator.
Love that.
Sparking an eternal feud.
Okay.
Technically, we killed him with gravity by killing an elevator first.
You suicided him with an elevator.
Got him. That's terrible. But, okay, so at least those match up. So I'm thinking now it's that instead of the rats swarming the city. So I'm going to continue onwards. Sort of ignoring the mess beyond me.
This place has been abandoned.
Okay.
And it's been abandoned for a while. There are no signs of life.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also amenities down here.
Is there any... No, there wouldn't be.
Pretty much everything's preserved.
Okay. Do any of them have, like, medical supplies on them?
Yeah, there are just, like, amenities down here. This is basically just a fallback shelter.
Okay. I'm going to continue. I'm going to look for, like, a room that looks like...
Yeah. No, there are sealed rooms.
The central intelligence room. Like, the office inside your house.
Yep.
I want the same thing for this bunker.
There is one of those. It's locked.
Locked. I don't have a lockpicking skill, do I?
Not a skill.
No. Is that a skill?
Yes.
I mean, what skill would that be? Sleight of hand? Yeah.
Yes, sleight of hand.
So you'd get a flat +1 to it.
If you want to try picking it. As we've learned before in this series, through painful detail, there are multiple ways to get a door open. There are so many goddamn ways to get a door open.
And we don't know any of them.
You've tried a lot.
Can
If you take more than 3 minutes on opening this door, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, just take 10. Just say you work on it for a while and then you do it. Like that's a D&D thing, right?
Either you pick it or you brute force it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick it.
Okay.
16.
That is a 16. It takes some effort, and you do eventually just have to unscrew the knob, but you open it. And yeah, it drifts open, and it smells like no one's opened this room in a couple months.
I'll put the cloth over
It's
my
musty.
nose. Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's just like it's musty. It's stale.
I've got old lungs, bro. I'm putting my scarf over.
Oh, this
my head.
entire place is dusty.
Yeah.
Also, remnants of something that smells very, very foul.
Could it be the dead rats?
Terrible.
No, they're not actually rotting. It's cold enough down here that they are almost preserved.
Yucky.
Icky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for files, information, locations.
What are you looking
dates. I am looking for a woman. I'm looking for a description of what I saw. Because didn't I meet Sabiocic at the Twin Suns?
Oh, you're looking for...
I'm looking for her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're looking for information on her. Yeah. She is a correspondent in these. There are mail records and diagnostics.
Diagnostics? Okay, I'm gonna now that I know there's diagnostics, I'm gonna look to figure out what she is. I want to figure out who she is. Anything I can find on her.
Roll endurance.
Yeah.
With attentiveness, we did decide that is the skill she's using.
For what? For paying attention?
Staying awake.
Staying awake. Okay. In that case, you got a fresh 12.
That is a 12. It is starting to wear on you. You can feel yourself not be as awake.
Is there a set
This
amount
place
of turns
looks
she
really
has before she
This place
passes
does
out?
look hella abandoned, so I'm gonna look. Is there barracks?
You made several rolls. This place is abandoned.
Okay,
yes, there are some barracks.
Alright, I want to take out a sleeping bag that I've had. Do I have a sleeping bag with me?
You can lock yourself in this room.
That's what I want. Yeah.
You can just lock yourself in this room, prop a door against
Lock myself in the room,
Prop
and
a chair
then
against the door.
I want to sleep.
Yeah,
Are you
you
sure
do
that's
that.
safe to do?
There's no one.
There's
down
no
here.
one within 5 miles.
Yeah,
of
but
her.
I mean, like the mold.
Yeah, the mold. She's not worried about mold.
Okay, no, there's
right
no
now.
mold down here. It's very explicitly dry. It is cold enough that there is no water anywhere.
Dry lungs.
It is very cold. But yeah, you do settle down and you sleep.
That's what I want. Yeah, I'll sleep.
Yep, you settle down.
It's a full sleep too, since I think I'm safe enough for that.
The next day.
Look, I'm just saying, there are a lot of benefits to Big Chip.
I feel like
I'm on your side
the
here.
qualities of Big Chip just don't outweigh the qualities of Little Chip and its
What are the
convenience.
qualities of Little Chip?
First of all, consumption quality, convenience, flavor.
No, hold on, go back. What is consumption quality?
The quality of consuming the chips.
That doesn't change for Little Chip and Big Chip.
No,
Yes,
no,
it does, because
elaborate.
it's more
I
quality.
want to hear out. Elaborate. What does that mean
What does it
exactly?
mean?
Like, compare the consumption quality of Big Chip to Little Chip.
Consumption quality of the Big Chip, not good. Consumption quality
No,
of the
but, like,
Little
how?
Chip is
Elaborate.
good. Big Chip, how are you gonna eat a Big Chip?
You ever
Seriously.
bit into something?
Yeah.
It's like that.
No, because I don't wanna get a mouthful of chip when I wake up first thing in the morning. I wanna go downstairs. I just want a bag of little chips. Eat my little chips. And you guys are all talking about
Sierra,
"No, I'm
you
gonna
can
break up the
bite
big chips."
a small amount off the Big Chip.
Why would I do that when I can have an already pre-made small bite?
So you can, if you are a bigger person, you can bite more chip.
But-
That's the problem I run
See,
into.
like, I can kind of see where you're coming from in terms of practicality. I'm just enraptured by the novelty of Big Chip. Like, it's a Big Chip.
Can you shut the fuck up? It's been so long.
Or are we just back in the Cobalt Menagerie?
Yes.
Okay.
Dear fucking God, if I hear another word about big or small chip, I'm throwing all of you off the side of my fucking boat.
Well, what side are you on, mysterious stranger?
This side of the railing. Are you also on this side?
But is that side Big Chip or Little Chip?
This is how it's here.
George just, he raises both hands and he turns and he walks back into the cabin.
Alright, well, that was a pretty easy flight. All things
Yeah,
considered.
just sort of to like, what is it?
Recap.
Recap, what's the word for,
Yep.
slideshow of montage. To sort of montage what happened when you
Slideshow.
got that.
Slideshow.
It's a narrative slideshow. What are you talking about?
It's
a montage.
It's a vignette.
That is the correct
Vignette?
word. That's weird. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, to montage what happened when you got back. You got to the ship, and they were kind of like, who the fuck are you? Why are you here?
Check out our box.
Huh? Wow.
Mysterious, just Eldritch horrors in a box.
Incidentally,
And then the ship fell out of the sky for a second, and they had to scramble to close the box to get the ship running. But after that happened, everyone on the boat sort of started remembering what's happening to them.
we don't have to unpack this arc, but did Regalia have any effect on her? Because Regalia and Mary are here. Did that, like, affect her at all?
You get a memory of standing in the back of a truck for like 4 days.
That sucks.
That's about it. The dude who was driving the truck sang off key to the songs on the radio the entire time.
Miserable.
That's wonderful.
Also, you haven't showered in a bit, so that ride was kind of rank. All in all, kind of a negative memory. Yeah, it's been kind of an awkward ride getting everyone to sort of remember you.
Mm-hmm. Has Hero healed up in the time we were gone?
Hero's been on the mend, and he's actually been doing a lot better.
That's good to see.
You got back, and he started doing some personal training. Yeah, he's been on a pretty rigorous physical training regimen.
Hieronymus?
Yes,
Yeah,
Hieronymus. Yes, that's his name. I can't believe you actually remembered it.
yeah.
That guy. Well, yeah, no, of course you'd remember that guy you tried to fucking
I
kill.
wake
for
up from
5
my
hours.
stupor and I realize Hieronymus is in the area.
He's still alive!
As war burns across the country, one
It's
goal
the
remains
fucking
clear.
clip of the fucking like Claudio with a chance to beat ball, like him waking up, just eyes open. He's in the area.
An ancient evil from a past forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah, Hieronymus is there. He's on the mend. He's actually doing a lot better. He's been talking with the crew. He's been talking with Georges a lot. They have a lot in common. So they've been hanging out. God, I wish some of these characters were around longer so we could get more interaction with Hieronymus, because he's not utilized enough.
Yeah.
But like immediately, like going to you two, like sort of like, hey, how have you been? What's been happening?
What has been happening? Oh my god, let me
Present the box.
No, you did that.
The what?
The box.
Present the box to him specifically.
What box?
Long story short,
You remember the episode I told you should watch? I assume you didn't watch it.
Oh no, I forgot.
long story short, you know that funky metal that like makes energy not a thing?
Yeah.
They have a 6-foot rod of it.
No steel.
Nice.
They have a 6-foot.
We have
rod
the God
of it.
rod.
You know,
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Let's
They
go.
have a rod. They have a rod from God,
Okay.
and they can open a box.
They took God's rod.
Yeah, and they can just shut down magic.
A magical
like
God
20
rod.
feet.
Got so high his rod fell off.
God, wait, it's the. All right, sir, your procedure's over. That'll
my
be
dick?
everything.
Where my
Hold on,
dick?
wait, what's it? Where's my dick at? Hey!
My dick fell off. It's a vine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Got it.
we all knew.
Okay. It's my first time trying to reference, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't know how it works.
Baby's first reference.
Baby's first reference.
Anyway, Puddles surmises what happened.
What parts? What,
I mean, all of it.
What cliff notes do you give him?
I might as well just tell him
Oh,
everything,
really?
right?
Everything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell
To be
him.
fair, yeah, you have the time.
And I imagine, so okay, so it's a bit of a game of telephone here, but I imagine Georges might mention Regalia's experiences. Regalia did not go into super detail about, like, Hell Eye, but gave the basics that, like, hey, the source of the weird memory shit comes from here, this is the problem. The Apentalis is a satellite, apparently. All of that important
All
plot
that stuff.
information.
Yeah, that brings up a solid concern by the rest of the crew.
Alright, well, I mean, our plan was to assault Apentalis eventually anyway. Now we, like, double need to because it's the actual location.
Yeah, no, the entire crew is pretty much set on doing that.
How did Puddles and Sierra figure out that this is the location of the demon?
Well, they talked to a dude who had secret knowledge.
Okay.
That's where they got the magic stick.
Got him. Wait, who's the dude then?
Huh?
The secret
Oh.
knowledge man. Who is he?
Watch the fucking episode.
That's for real.
I was telling you.
That's for real.
To be fair, there's literally one episode you can watch that has a ton of exposition in it.
It's like 1 hour.
It's 1 hour of exposition. That's all you need to watch.
But
yeah, no, pretty much is everyone.
yeah, just gonna shill our series here. Watch Harbinger.
Oh man. Challenging my
to the people,
attention
to the one person already listening to Harbinger, watch Harbinger.
span.
If you've made it this far,
Oh no.
yeah, no, it's pretty much decided that like you have to do that. It's be pretty wild if you didn't. And then the topic of like fucking what, a colossus?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where did it go when we left? Is
Well,
it still just walking?
Yet again, I mean, I'm sure Georges saw and everyone down there when they picked Regalia.
Yup.
It's headed towards Apentalis.
Yup.
And that means we need to go.
I mean, that tracks.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too metagamey here, but like Regalia also wants to attack Apentalis. But she wants to recruit like 1 billion people first.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a conversation we should have in universe,
You
or
can
if that's
say
just like
that
a
you
thing.
had that conversation.
Like, I'm not afraid of role playing 2 characters at once, but also like if
Doing
it would be
post.
more efficient just to say, all right, here's.
Do you want to?
I feel like there could be more important things we do with our time this session.
Okay.
So I'll just say the conversation is, hey, I'm Regalia. I'm gonna go find a bunch of people and attack the city. You guys go on in ahead and maybe give us some information.
Right.
Because you are fast and quick and can get in there, learn stuff, and then get out with your fancy little boat.
Okay, we say
Also, does the question come up of where the fuck is all the other people who left the boat?
Who?
Does Puddles have that, like Omira and Theo and Jericho? Does that even like occur to him?
Puddles sees Jericho isn't here. Good. Puddles sees Omira isn't here. Shrug. Puddles sees Theo isn't here. Wade.
Yeah, Wade immediately. Actually, immediately Wade went off and he started talking with Hero and then Georges, and he was talking to those two, and that sort of got settled immediately. Yeah, Wade is actually getting off.
Sierra is thinking of little Chip.
She's not stopped thinking of little Chip.
No, yeah, because Puddle's having all these thoughts, and she's just little Chip or big Chip.
Yeah, Theo.
What?
I'm trying to remember. Their last interaction was. Wade was in his funk,
Yeah.
and Theo was fully sane, and then they split up.
Mm-hmm.
So wait. If you're leaving, where are you going?
Shit. To find Theo.
But like, is like okay. Like, no offense, I get it. You want to find your niece. I'm surprised we both came up with the same word.
He shrugged.
Anyway, like, you're really strong and really smart and capable. I kind of want you to help us. Like, this is the big one. This is it. This is the big fight. I'm sure she's fine.
And like he's really considering.
Like, I mean, Jericho's whatever, but she is a parent. I imagine she knows how to take care of a child of that age.
Yeah, they don't know that Jericho split off, do they? They just know she left.
Well, what do you mean? Those are the same words.
I was just saying, they don't know she dropped them off and went to Apex.
Right,
So they
yeah.
think, I forgot about that. And then just like, yeah, okay.
I think instead of going on a wild goose chase, we have a very clear target here.
And he considers, and he looks over at Hero, who is, he has, sort of, he's got all his bones healed, and he's started, Georges, has been teaching him how to use a club.
Huh.
Because in the last couple times he got injured, it's because somebody kicked his ass close range.
It is true.
And he showed Hero how to use a what do they call it? They call it a bed sock. It's just a wooden stick with a it's a wooden stick, and it has a bit of lead weight that has a hole in it. This is usually just used for ballast. You put a rope through it, and then you hang them off the side of your ship.
I can't take the name seriously. I'm sorry.
What's the name again?
It's called a bed sock because people
It's called a what?
because people keep these next to their beds in case someone comes in.
Yeah,
Not
they
why it's called
they,
that.
Yeah, they do keep the sticks in beds on.
Also because it's a stick you keep next to your bed. But yes.
I love my bed sock.
So now he has one of these. Also because
Invest in a bed sock today, you guys.
invest in a bed sock today.
Bed sock.
So
From
he's been
Yeah.
the two founding human race members of this Adam and Eve. Such, yeah.
bed sock. So you see like they're over and like Hero will like he's standing there, he's got his guard up and like try to dart in, and Georges will like hold an arm out and just like stiff arm him. And like, no, that's, you have to, if you're trying to get around the guard, you actually have to get around the guard.
That's awesome.
Because, oh yes, as I've described, Georges is just a fucking brick wall.
Yeah, he's just huge, isn't he? I remember
Wide as
I thought
shit.
he was like 6'3" and built like a fridge.
Not built like a sideways. He's built like a wardrobe. He's got a mechanical peg leg. Anyway, yeah, cutting back. Wade is looking at that, and like, you see him just slump. You know, I've just really started to fucking hate that place.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. You and me both.
Just sort of every time I go back there, something goes wrong. Oh, yeah, if we're thinking about going back, I should tell you that with my memories returned. Last time I went in, I don't know if they knew I was there or not, but I snuck in, I got up, and then they jumped me near immediately, so I think they have some way of seeing you before you get in.
Was it just you that time, though?
Just me.
Well, if it's all of us going, I think we'll be okay.
They have an army in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what this regalia chick's reinforcement. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second.
He looks back and like...
Wait, no, hold on. Like the fucking like the woman calculating.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know her, right?
He looks over and like looks back and like, that part of my memory hasn't actually returned. But that's because of the booze.
Right, but she was like, after you got dropped off,
Huh?
She
Yeah.
was the first person you remembered.
Kinda.
And her name is Strauss.
Yeah. And he like, it's like, oh fuck. And, like, looking back, looking at Puddles, looking back. Is that, should we be like doing something about that?
What is it?
We heard from Job that, like, the Strauss family funded the entire problem.
Yeah. And we're bringing her right back. That's kind of a thing, right? Like, we should, she didn't seem, oh fuck, man.
Well, okay, so she wants to get dropped off in, like, the Dune Lord territories, right?
Yeah.
I guess if we just... Like, should we confront her about it? I don't want to get into a fight right now.
Yeah,
If she just wants to leave, I guess that's fine.
I'm
maybe
ready to fight right
maybe
now.
what we do is we, like, let her go and leave someone with her to, like, keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Who is that person?
As a group, you all turn.
How do you meet him? How do you meet him?
Who does Puddles look at?
Pauls looks at Georges.
She's still thinking about chips.
Yeah,
No,
wait.
her eyes are going in like 2 different directions.
Both Puddles and Wade turn to Georges. And yeah, he's
But
continuing.
okay, hold on. But no, let's... Could he stay... Like, this man practically worships that woman. Are we sure he can stay unbiased?
And he reaches over and he tilts your head just a little bit
Okay.
towards Hero.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright.
I think that'll work. Now, how do we convince him? And then he thinks for 2 seconds and he looks from Hero to Regalia and then back and goes, I don't think it'll be that hard.
It sounds... Him keeping an eye on someone sounds a lot more appealing than going into the hellfire that is Apentelis.
I was just thinking about
Give him an
how do we
ultimatum.
convince him to
I know what to do.
watch
I know what to
Regalia?
do.
What?
She's woken from her trance.
Yeah, okay. Sarah, you have something to add to the
Is she
conversation?
in her suit right now? Does she still have
Yeah,
her suit?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
She
she
can be.
stomps over
It's
to
finally
him.
tuned up.
She stomps over to him, puts a big hammy hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Would you rather fight in the hellfires or watch over a rich person?
What?
Simple question.
Puddles like sidles up. Alright, let me just... Okay, here's the rundown.
I liked my approach better.
Mine made sense.
Yep, but I did kind of like hers better, actually.
Tell us your answer. Which one would you rather
Okay. How do I explain that?
What?
How do you want me to, like, watch over her?
Yeah.
How do I explain following her?
I mean, she said she wanted to recruit a bunch of people, right? Your boys are people. You
Right?
could be the first.
Right,
You
boys
could
are
be.
people.
He gives you a look.
do? Boys are 2 people too, you guys.
I'm just saying, like, if she wants to recruit an army, you guys are a good start.
Yeah, but I would also be recruited into an army.
I mean, like,
Yeah, but the war but the fight we were doing is gonna be worse fight than the fight that you're gonna do. So
I was planning on getting off somewhere.
I mean, you could get off with her.
I was waiting. Yeah. Spiked. So he like. I guess it's better than nothing. I guess. Yeah. No, I'll do it. As you explained it, sounds like it's sort of this or nothing, huh?
I mean, look, we gotta deal with this guy. If we don't, we're all gonna die.
Right.
And so this is a significant part of getting rid of him in a way that is not directly putting you in danger. I assume, unless she turns out to be secretly super evil.
Well, shit. I guess I do owe you.
It would be nice.
And you're like, all right. And pointing down, but we're even after this.
Nods.
And yeah, he walks back over and he starts, he raises a hand and sort of like flags down one of his boys.
the boys.
The boys, who have been sort of the crew of the ship up until this point.
Yeah.
George is just watching him go and like,
Was Georges a part of that conversation?
yeah, he was just there.
Yeah, like, how do you feel about
Blooming.
your whatever?
My fucking crew.
No, the more I was talking about, like, our suspicions of Regalia.
Hmm?
Did you not hear any of that?
Suspicions.
Okay, so he wasn't a part of that
No,
conversation.
you're having someone watch Regalia, right?
Yeah.
You were suspicious of her and not trying to keep her safe?
No. So, short version is we went to a place and learned a lot of information. Her family sponsored all of the problems.
That definite like reaction and like, but then he like thinks about it and there's like a click and that tracks.
Okay.
So I'm sorry if you were unaware. She's basically in exile from her family.
Since when?
How long ago was the end of the war?
Oh, okay. That's a while.
Yeah.
I see. It still feels like too much of a coincidence. She showed up with Wade when he woke up, but like that's a little assuring, I guess.
Yeah. He did just sort of show up. If anyone I'm suspicious of, it's Wade.
No, he was super secretly mind controlled, but we dealt with it.
But you dealt with it.
We destroyed the device.
There's a squint.
I mean, Sierra took a look at it, right?
Did I?
There's a harder squint.
Hey, if nothing else, she's good at tech.
Violent nodding.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I mean, like, even, like worst case scenario, which is 100% unlikely, if Wade is still evil, he is leaving.
He's also leaving with Regalia. My closest friend.
Wait, no, I thought he said he wanted to get the other kids.
Yes, he's leaving.
God, is it just gonna be you and me again, Sierra?
No.
Who said that?
Wade, who's walking up behind you.
So you are coming with us?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it.
If only for the fact that I know if you went alone, you'd fuck things up further.
I will take that as a sign of your friendship and nothing else. Sierra.
I will blindly believe your words.
Sierra, for Georgis's emotional well-being, could you look over Wade again just to make sure that device is like not a problem still?
What do you want me to do?
The thing on his neck that he broke. Just like take a peek at it.
Yeah, if you want to remove that, actually.
She grabs his neck and kind of.
You're in a fucking mech.
I'm just like grab him and look at his neck like.
You want to remove it?
Pick him up by the neck.
Can I? Would that be safe?
I mean, it is deactivated. You could. It would take a little bit, but you can.
It would not take anything.
I'm telling you, can't just tear it out.
Yes,
It would take some actual
Why
finesse
can't
to
I
remove.
just tear it out?
Because it is connected to his spinal cord.
The
Yeah, you don't wanna go ripping that out.
Yeah, I guess. I'll put him down.
we're twins.
I'll put him down. You don't need your legs, right? You don't need to walk, right?
No, I need to be the one person in my family with functional legs. Beep, 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 beep.
Sure, I take it out.
No, you instant success at it.
Yeah.
Yay.
It takes a little bit.
See, you
but
don't need to be smart when you have an instant success.
Got him. Me and my stealth. Yeah.
Don't need to make good tactical
This is
decisions
the
if the
smartest
game makes
character.
them for you.
The smartest
Got him.
character in Harbinger is this one right here.
Tactical decision is hard, bro.
I know!
It's finally a civilian.
Anyway, yeah, apart from all that, it really doesn't, there's not much else to do before you come into range.
So,
Yeah.
real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
anything
saying-
else you wanted to do?
Are you saying we left the Cobalt Menagerie?
The ship's going.
Because the ship is going south
Oh, yeah.
to deliver Regalia to
Yeah,
Doomlord Land.
Yeah.
So we would have split up. Because it is actively going away from Avon Towers.
We could do flying things, right?
So, like,
Oh, right, yeah, on your bird ship.
yeah, so
Bird
we are
ship.
heading out. Goodbye.
And what exactly is our game plan once we get there?
I'll get into that once we get in the ship. But basically, I think Puddles will definitely give both Hero and Georges a communicator.
You could actually just reach your ship directly.
But like, you know, a means of like a personal like little
Okay,
hey.
nice. Yeah, you can give him a PDA. There are many fake and over dramatized tears.
Okay.
From who?
Mostly George's.
Okay.
All right, I give him a pat on the back.
And
And
yeah.
by that I mean, given my size and his size, I give him a pat on like the lower back.
The calf.
The waist. You can't really reach back.
Yeah, you
Back
touch
of
you,
his-
you
back
pat
of
his
his
butt, you
thigh.
smack his butt a couple.
He's into that. Hey, don't jiggle. It's fucking pudding.
Aww.
Cry harder.
No, if he smacks it, it makes an indent and slowly goes back.
Nah, bro.
Memory
Shit's,
foam ass.
No,
shit's a bag of concrete.
with Puddles' hollow bones, it
Yeah.
would just break his
I was about to
wing.
say, like you slap it, your hand stops.
Anyway, none of that happens. We leave.
Yes, it does. That's canon.
Ah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We touch on Georges.
Dude, we have to make it
Hey.
canon.
Georges files a sexual
have to
harassment
make it
claim.
count.
Wrong PC. Wrong
Wrong
PC.
PC.
We have to make
Whatever
it canon
PC
that we
this one
smack
is,
Georges'
it's
ass.
the next one. Yeah.
Georges has a bag of cement back there.
Georges has a whole fucking. What's the word?
He's a cement
God damn it.
truck. He's
Has
driving a
a duty of a
cement
whole
truck
sidewalk
back there,
back there.
I swear.
Sidewalk.
He's
You
got
take
3
off.
wheels.